still owns the record for the longest title reign in UFC history, nearly 2,500 days. Anderson the Spider Silva, and I guess DC, with no mandatory retirement age, this guy might go for it. Anderson Silva is one of the greatest fighters of all time. One of the guys that when you think of mixed martial arts, you think of the UFC, you immediately think of the Spider. You think of the highlight reel, winning the belt from Rich Franklin, the up kick on Vitor Belfort, the knee against Stephen Bonner, the bobbing and weaving against Forrest Griffin. He has a highlight reel a mile long, one of the most fantastic martial artists the sport has ever seen. And still proving to be competitive in his mid-40s. That is the goal again tonight. One of the best to ever do it, Anderson the Spider Silva. Silva, ready to battle and take home that elusive UFC gold. All right, so here's the legend, George St-Pierre, former UFC welterweight champion, former UFC middleweight champion, and DC as one of the most decorated wrestlers on this UFC roster. You gotta be pretty amazed at what this man has been able to accomplish without any amateur wrestling credentials to speak of. Yeah, with no background, the guys that he's been in there with and controlled the wrestling exchanges has truly been unbelievable to watch. I was in Canada when he fought Josh Koscheck, and he took Josh Koscheck, who was an NCAA champion, down whenever he needed to. Right. But it was also the striking that made him so dangerous. I remember George St-Pierre had this combination. It was a lead jab, a lead Superman jab, and the leg kick. Everyone wanted to try and do it, and they say imitation is the greatest form of getting it out of it. We all tried to do George St-Pierre. He's got more SPs than me. He does. He's a man.
Or tell the tape for this middleweight championship fight.
All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Anderson the Spider Silva! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, George St-Pierre!
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one. Well, DC is a charismatic guy. I have never seen you more giddy before a fight in my life, because before the Superfight was in vogue, the Superfight everybody talked about, Anderson Silva versus George St-Pierre.
And now we finally get it. We had to wait so long. But to watch two of the consensus greatest fighters of all time, locked in an octagon, long-reigning welterweight champ versus long-reigning middleweight champ, finally get to settle the debate. It was historic. It's a big night. The arena's buzzing. Let's get started.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Nice combination.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know he still haven't found Alice to Overeem's head.
Oh, submission attempt here.
He's fighting. He wants this badly.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger. Changing the position. this is where he wants to be.
Let's see it. Come on, keep moving.
Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which... All right, so he's got the bot.
Gotta watch his neck.
Oh, it's tight. Oh, now he bails on the submission.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by George St-Pierre.
He's got to be careful here.
Good movement defensively here on the ground by Silva. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
St-Pierre is able to flatten him out. Now this could be real trouble now. Oh, that rear naked choke looks tight. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and the submission defense wins this transition.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
Not being just defensive, but offensive off of his back. Great punch lands.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing funny about it.
It's not funny. This is not a fun position to be in fighting. You've got to try and change immediately because you are carrying someone's weight, whether it's their bottom half weight or the top half. You are carrying their weight, whether you got their armpit in your face or you got their legs over the top of you. It is not comfortable. So you need to be trying to move, make them make it.
There's another power takedown there.
He passes the half guard. Get them out here.
30 seconds now to go in round one.
He does a great job of getting to his position, landing effective strikes, and now his opponent's starting to slow.
15 seconds. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by St-Pierre.
Striking from every position, lands a strike from the bottom.
Another ground and pound strike gets home. Round two is next.
Stop.
All right, there's the horn. How about that round? He got him badly there early on. You thought that maybe that was going to be the beginning of the end. At the very least here, gotta think he's going to try to get him out of here in this next one.
J.A., he's on skates. I mean, he was on skates. His ability to withstand that avalanche is commendable, but he has to change something as he approaches the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here. Beautiful knee to the body by him there. Again, we talked off the top about his size advantage, and he put it to good use there. Oh, looking to land the leg kick. That one checked.
Big clinch position. Watch him start to hang, try to gas his opponent out by hanging on his head.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Good, solid strike on the ground. St-Pierre's back to the side control now. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Silva's in half guard. Right into side control. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Let's go, get up, get up, get up. One up.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because...
Well, Silva's trying to get the triangle here. Let's see if he can close the show. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Triangle choke getting very close to the finish. Now all he's got to do is get pressure on that head.
Oh, great submission defense. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches in bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside...
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful.
In the half guard.
Ground and pound strike there now. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, side control now, DC. You know,
Yeah, he's going to try to attack Kimura here. He'll try to get him up on his right hip so he can get pressure.
oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
All right, feet on the hips here. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. St-Pierre's able to transition back to side control now.
That was nice.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Probably somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Ooh, looking to set up the head kick, but he misses. Finally struck to the body. This could be the end, DC.
I mean, this fight is close to being stopped. That was a massive shot to the body.
Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round two. 20 seconds to go, round two. 15 seconds. Oh, beautiful job to get the takedown late in the round. He is about as conditioned as it gets. He's not looking at the clock necessarily. He's not running clock, all offense all the time.
He knew he was going to wrestle, and he knew he had to wrestle early and often. And right now, this situation is often because he's been attempting takedowns over and over again. He finally gets one as we get to the end of the round.
All right, so somehow, some way, we will fight onward. There was a big liver shot there that buckled his opponent. DC, here's your replay.
Nothing is worse. Nothing is worse than taking one of those shots right to the liver. It shuts everything down. You got to be so tough to stay standing after you take a strike like that.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
All right, here we go. This next round is on.
He got him hurt bad here.
Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. Not much behind the takedown offering there. And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Great timing on that double leg. Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Nice. Another strike gets through from the top position.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Good work from the top here by George St-Pierre.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Beautiful ground and pound. And now he's got his opponent cut.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by George St-Pierre. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
St-Pierre's back inside control. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. While St-Pierre's back in full mount. We have crossed the midpoint of this one.
Big ground and pound.
And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
St-Pierre has got full mount now. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Back mount now.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count. St-Pierre's got the full mount.
He's got to be careful here.
Under a minute now to go.
Oh, you got to be careful there, yep. Look at that, going into the armbar.
Oh, that's tight. He's going belly down now.
That is a beautiful transition to try to get the finish.
Oh, he got out.
Notice how he got his body all the way across to the opposite side. Now, he's in the on belly, but it's much better than where he was before.
Silva's eye is really not looking good right now, Daniel. Starting to swell shut, and that is going to compromise his vision as this fight continues.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, so that round is in the books. Well, Silva's eye has looked a whole lot better, DC. We'll see what the cut man can do to sort of stem the tide with the swelling, but if he's not able to get it to come down, that eye could swell shut. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
All right, so here we go. 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close now. This night is almost over.
Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much. There you go. There you go. He passed the half guard.
Lands the grounded pound strike here. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Nice transition.
All right, this position now what we call the north-south. If you're the bottom fighter, what are you trying to do to get out of harm's way?
Man, it's tough on the bottom. It's very tough because everything hurts, right? It doesn't matter that they're not completely driving the shoulder in. It just, everything hurts. So you wait for your opponent to go to his next action. And when he does, you go and attack the hands. You get to your knees and you attack the hands with both hands and try to peel the lock so you can get to your feet. Now he's got a good body position. Yup. It's hard to watch him target that same area, and every time he lands, the swelling gets worse.
All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
All right, hammer fist here by GSP. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Great shot from the top position. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage could be done from the half-guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half-guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Takes his back now. All right, has the guard closed here. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
So I'm not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now. All right, so it has been punches and strikes in bunches tonight. His opponent is wearing it, and when you see swelling like that, maybe a facial fracture of some kind.
Well, it seems as though something's hurt bad here. The last time I saw somebody get this swollen, I remember watching Joanna Jędrzejczyk's head, looking at the just size blow up. You know that damage is getting done, and every time he hits him on these spots, it hurts worse than anything you could imagine.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. GSP going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions. That's a heck of a strike to land from bottom position.
Now he's going full mount. He's got to start throwing now.
10 seconds to go in the round. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by George St-Pierre. 20 minutes down, 5 to go.
Stop!
Heading back to the corner now after that round. Well, Silva's eye is looking pretty bad at this point, DC. The cut man's going to hustle in there and see if he can work on that, or that eye might swell shut. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
You ready?
Fifth and final round. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
That's it.
Oh my God!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 24 seconds of round number 5, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, George Rush St-Pierre.
How about it, folks? George St-Pierre, your winner by knockout. And he did not play the long game here tonight, champ.
A lot of people say George St-Pierre is a decision machine. Not tonight. GSP gets a knockout victory.
Think twice if you want to get silly and dumb. I'll send man a box like Julian. Don't play, I'll send man a box. Ain't no chicken and chips inside. Don't play my songs, you ain't got girls. Don't call you a leak if you missed this vibe. Keep to myself and I'm not too hyped, so nobody saw when I dipped inside. Money in the bank if I grip this mic. I'll send man a box, no rips inside. Top of the game, just falling.